So where do you stand in a world of billions of experts? You know, the biggest opportunities of the future are in what we used to call the emerging markets. So the question you have to ask yourself is, in a world where you're competing against people who are more entrepreneurial by default because there's not enough day jobs, all of a sudden have the ability to connect with anyone, anywhere in the world. And on top of that, they speak English apart from their local language. And some of these languages are spoken by millions and are very important, such as Mandarin or Indonesian, languages like that. So how are you going to compete with those guys? It's a very big question to ask yourself, because they're going to have an advantage over you. They don't have the baggage you have. They have no status quo to embrace. For them, it's game on, because they're connected to the entire world all of a sudden. I get to speak with people all over the world every day. Now, I used to have to travel around to have these business conversations, but right now, my GoToMeeting or Skype are on all day long, and I start my day in Asia and it winds up in the US at the end of the day. And that is a fundamental change. It's not just a phone conversation anymore. We switch on our screens, we can see each other. I can get to know these people, albeit virtually. I know that in the near future, that experience is only going to be enhanced by technology. In 5 years or so, the fact that we're going to be able to use virtual reality technology or even instant voice translations are going to be taken for granted. So where do you stand in that kind of a world? So with regards to the emerging markets, and some call it the frontier markets, we really need to shift our perspective of the past. These are no longer just manufacturing destinations. No, these are destinations where there is a strong economy built up by an increasing middle class being built. And it's really not all about what they can make for us, but it's more about us really positioning ourselves to participate in that growth by providing services to those people. See, it's a fundamental shift in how we have to look at the world. So the motivation to get ahead of the curve is really there, because we're probably looking at the biggest opportunity mankind has ever seen. I'm going to talk about that in the next lesson.